Well, welcome outside here to our deck here at Fox 10. If you're looking for something fun to read, we have a new book to tell you about. Local author Leslie Ann Tarabella joins us this morning to tell us about Exploding Hushpuppies. More stories from home. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here on this chilly morning. It's a fun experience.
We had your heater going for a while here. We took it away for the interview, so we're braving the cold a little bit. What a great title, Exploding Hushpuppies.
Yes, thank you. This is a collection of my columns from the newspaper, the Mobile Press Register, and I'm also in the Birmingham News and the Huntsville Times. So this is a collection of the most popular columns from the last few years. And my first book was The Majorettes Are Back in Town, and it was kind of the same thing, but they're short stories, easy, quick to read, and in this day and age, they're non-political, non-stressful, they're upbeat, lighthearted, and it's just a good conversation starter. You know, when I was growing up, my families didn't turn on the TV when we would go visit my grandparents. We would all sit around and talk.
Isn't that the best?
Yes, and you know how one person would tell a story, they'd say something about, you know, oh, my car got stuck in the mud. Well, the next person would say, oh, I remember Granddaddy's car got stuck in the mud. And everyone has a story to tell. So this is that kind of story where when you read one, it just inspires you to remember things that have happened to you. And my readers are just incredible. They send me emails telling me how much they love the stories, and then they tell me their stories that I reminded them of. So it's just been really fun, and getting to meet my readers is my favorite thing that I do.
Right.
And so COVID has kind of put a lid on that. So it's been a little harder, but it's still been a great time to release the book because everyone's looking for an escape.
Everybody is looking for an escape, and like you said, you inspire people to share their stories. When you were just talking about that, it makes me think of our annual trip to a cabin on a lake where there are no television sets.
Right.
And it's just the family hanging out, spending time with one another, and that's kind of the feel that you get from that. So is that your inspiration for writing these stories? What has been your inspiration through these years?
My family mainly, and a lot of people want to ask, do your sons approve of you writing about them so much? And at first I said, oh, they don't know, because, you know, I'd say, Mom works for the paper, okay, whatever. But now that they're a little bit older, and one of them graduated from Stanford University with his degree in journalism, and his professors in Birmingham that read the Birmingham News started saying things like, hey, is that your mom in the paper? He started paying attention and reading then. But my family, my friends, I was chatting with some other authors the other day, and we were laughing that our biggest inspiration isn't the conversation we're having with someone else, but it's the conversation behind us that we're eavesdropping on. Because people say the funniest things, and they're always so passionate about just their lives, and they're funny to listen to and very interesting to get stories from.
That's a great point. Yeah, I've heard some of those conversations around, and you're thinking, oh, let's listen in and see what's going on over there.
Yeah, the
really cool cover art too.
Thank you. My husband was the designer.
Oh, wow.
And it kind of just reflects the Hushpuppies story, which is the first story in the book, and then some other stories are about home, and another one that was very popular was about how we remember our favorite kitchen from our past, and we can close our eyes and remember, you know, my grandmother had a green and white checkerboard floor in her kitchen, and everyone wanted to send me emails about their grandmother's kitchen or their great aunt's kitchen that had pink poodle towels or something, you know, retro. And so that the cover kind of reflects that.
Who wants something easy, light, and inspiring to read right now during this time? I know that speaks to so many of our viewers out there and people all across the world right now. So Exploding Hushpuppies, where can they pick up their own copy of this book?
Well, it's available nationwide at bookstores, and please ask for it if you have a local bookstore.
Sure.
My local bookstore in Fairhope, Page and Palette, carries it, and they will also ship anywhere in the country. And also, if you want it personalized, they will call me, and I go visit them every few days and personalize some books. So that's always an exciting phone call to get. It's also available on Amazon, and you can find it there. And any day now, the audio version will be released. And that was very interesting to make because I decided to read it myself, even though I don't have a professional voice.
Oh, you sound
and no
great.
one ever likes their own voice, but they wanted to hire an actress from Los Angeles to read it. And I said, oh, no, 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 no. It has to be a Southern voice, and they said, don't worry, she can do Southern. And I was like, no. And so we didn't go with that option.
That LA is not the same as this LA that we have here. So great work. I can't wait to hear some of that. But in the meantime, we'll have all the links so you can check out this book, and if you want to, get it personalized as well. But the perfect book for the perfect time. Leslie Ann, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Joe. Nice to be here.
Can't wait to read it, y'all. Chelsea.